Day 5 of Will Joe Average Be a Millionaire? Ooh, remembering Joe Average is you and me. And I am going to talk us through, the challenges that I go through in everyday life. But so many people out there like me, right? We've tried businesses, we've failed in those businesses, we give up all hope, we don't want to do it, we stop, we start, we feel like failure, and it's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure if you talk to many business owners that they all failed before they actually got really good at whatever it is that they do, right? There's so many people that say, I spent 10 years to become a hit overnight. People don't see the 10 years before it, right? They only see the work that has been done in the last short amount of time before they hit that financial goal, that stardom, whatever it may be. So yesterday we talked about action and taking action and, how important it is to take that action. But at what stage in your business do you jump in and do you get your business rolling? And there's a few ways to think about this, right? There is a lot of people that, I'm too busy, I'm just going to wait until, I'm not so busy, and then I'm going to start the business. Guess what? We're all busy, and we're always busy, and we're always going to have that excuse that, oh my God, I'm too busy to get something going. And I guess that's why we call it a side hustle, right? That's why people hustle away. They work hard in the background at whatever it is that you're trying to get going. We can do it when we're busy. We don't have to take it on board like a full-time job. We just start. We take that action and we do a couple of hours a week, maybe a few hours a day, whatever it is that you can get that ball rolling so the ball can pick up that momentum, right? Yesterday I talked about walking, jogging, running, sprinting, climbing mountains. You've got to start somewhere. And with action, we're gonna get that ball rolling. But if we don't take that action, that ball's never gonna roll. And when do we take action? Now. Right now. Right? Say what it is that you're going to do and start looking at what it is going to take to get that moving, right? Like the newsletter business that I've just started up, know nothing about it. Had a little bit of an email list, but just get going, just start it. I wrote an email, I sent it out. And then I think a week later, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'm gonna do a few more emails. Now I'm running 5 emails a week, right? Does it take work? Yep. Does it take time? Sure. Is it fabulous, amazing, beautiful, super duper? Hell no. There's a lot of work to be done in it, but I am taking action. And the good thing is I can polish that turd as I go, right? I can keep working on that newsletter. The action has started. I've got people reading my newsletter. Wow, that's amazing. Can it get better? Can I get more people to read that newsletter? Probably, and I can work towards those goals and objectives. But the most important thing is I took action now, when I can. Now, it all depends on what sort of business you're doing as well, right? Like I come originally from the health and wellness background and, I have semi-mentored a few guys in the fitness group that I'm in and they are, I think I know what I want to do, but, I don't have the outreach. I have to build a social presence or it's not good enough yet. I have to work on the delivery and the videos. You don't really, right? When you're doing a service, especially like an online service in the fitness world, reach out to friends and family members and tell them what you want to do and get them on board. You don't necessarily have to even charge them, right? It can be your beta program. And you're getting them to run through your program. Sure, you're not going to be making anything, but guess what? You can start getting them results in whatever it is, fixing their, knee mobility, losing weight, introduction to keto, improving mindset, whatever it is, you can get started a lot faster and easier than you think. But Liam, I was planning on a 12-week program and I don't know, I don't have 12 weeks ready. You don't have to have 12 weeks ready. You only have to have this week ready. To be honest, you only have to have the next program or the next day's programming ready, right? If you really, really wanted to, you could get started and build it with that beta group as you're going. So they understand, it's free because I'm building it as we go. And you're going to be that foundation member that's going to help me make a kick-ass program. That is going to help me make it absolutely amazing. Is an online program ever good enough? No. It always will improve. It will always pivot. It will always adjust. There will always be new content coming out, and you can add to or redo along the way as well. So really important to consider that if you are in the service industry, that if you know where you want to be going or what you want to be trialing at least, you can get that going straight away. Products, a little bit different. That's probably going to take a little bit more time on, working out things like manufacturing and sourcing and stuff like that. But can you start working on it straight away? Of course you can. You can start working on logistics. You can start working on, building your Shopify store, your e-commerce store, whatever it is. So, this week for me, and I've already started it, which is awesome. The big learnings is taking action and taking action now. And I know there's probably a ton of yous out there that have amazing ideas, right? You probably don't back yourself with those ideas straight away, but you're never ever going to know if it's going to work if you don't try, right? If it's going to cost you a ton of money, then maybe you have to do a lot more research or get other people involved, maybe get some funding on the side. Friends and family, once again, great option. But, know that you can give this a good crack. You can go after whatever it is that you want to do, whatever great idea that you think you have that can make $1 million, start it. Start it slow. Build on top of it. One thing I've found is that every time I have an idea and I mention it to people, then they seem to always bag the idea. And as soon as someone bags it, that's like a kick in the balls, right? It's like, oh, maybe it is a crap idea. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I remember years ago in New Zealand, I had this idea of like creating a website that, if you wanted things around the house done, like construction or renovations, there would be a website, and the website would be where you post your job, and then companies would bid on it, and the highest bidder would win. And I told a couple of my construction working friends about this idea. They were like, "No, that'll never work." A couple years later, it was on the market and it was doing really, really, really well. Why did I not? Because I listened to my friends that it was a bad idea. So, proof is in the pudding. Go after whatever it is that you think you can do, that you feel confident in doing, that you know that you can do, and potentially the money that you put into it, maybe you do end up losing it, or you don't make as much money back as you thought you would. I think go for it. Give it a try. See what happens. It's important to know when to pull the pin if it's not going in the right direction, but I can't say it enough. I can say it again and again and again and again. You're never going to know unless you try. Trying means taking action. Action can be today. Sit down, plan it out, work out what you're going to do to get this ball rolling, push that ball, get it rolling, and then over time, that ball's going to speed up. And as it speeds up, you'll grow, you'll develop, you'll pivot, you'll change, and then ultimately one day, you get to that destination. You probably won't, because the destination will always keep changing and changing, but don't know where I was going with that. Okay? So, what actions are you taking today, this weekend, to get this business up and rolling? If you ever need someone to throw ideas around with, reach out. I'm happy. I'm sweet as to chat it out and see if I can help you get a plan in place to get started. All right, guys, go get some.